Science Clinic platform. We are the basis.
Okay, people, this is today's item. So they are saying on a sunny hot day, Majambere from his garden carrying some maize and moving towards a tall wide tree to make shelter. He has an explosion of a seed near him, and after a short time, he hears another successive similar explosion, which appears to come from the tree. On his way, very thirsty, he notices a pool of water in front, which appears to move away from him as he approaches it. On reaching the tree, the tree, he realizes that the tree does not contain explosive seeds. Majambere sees a circular glass under the tree and recalls that he can start fire to roast his maize and eat, after which he sleeps off until dark. The fire was lit successfully when the glass was 20 centimeters from the dry grass. Looking for Majambere is a friend with a torch who finds him in a black shirt with yellow spots at night. The color of the shirt leaves Majambere and his friend confused. That is the question. Then hint, the glass is curved outwards on both surfaces. Majambere's cloth was blue with red spots during daytime. The second sound was heard after 1.8 seconds. Now what use? They are telling you use speed of sound in air equals to 330 meters per second. Task: as a student of physics, part A, Roman 1, help Majambere to know why he hears two similar successive sounds. Roman 2, write down the two major natural phenomena that resulted into the appearance of the pool of water that is seen by Majambere. Then part B, describe to Majambere how the Roman 1 pool of water appeared in front of him. Then Roman 2, glass managed to burn the grass. And the part C is help Majambere and the friend to clear their confusion about the color of the shirt. Then part D, using calculations and giving an appropriate reason where necessary. What is the part 1, power of the glass. Then lastly, Roman 2, the distance from the tree to where Majambere had the first explosion. So now let us look at the solutions.
Okay, this is the solution for the question. These are the solutions for the question. Part A wanted us to know what caused the Majambere to hear two sounds. And we are saying Majambere had two sounds because the first sound heard is due to the explosion of the seed, and the second heard is due to the sound reflected by the tree. This is under reflection of sound, just like we studied in waves. Then the two phenomena we are having reflection and total internal reflection. This they were talking about what caused the pool to appear in front of Majambere. This is mostly known as mirage. So in case you need more information, you can make more research about mirage. Those ticks you are seeing there, that is how this paper was awarded. So I tried to have a sketch of mirage, just like you can see there. We are having light at A, which is light from the maybe sun or light source, light at A. It's going to come and it is going to be refracted at a critical angle, making going to what? Going to to the observer. That is the diagram. That is the diagram. Then we are saying here that air near the ground is hotter than that up in the space, and so it is progressively less dense optically from the sky to the ground. That is obvious. So omusana bwe gwaka ne gwokya ettaka ligenda kubeera nga lyabsorbing omusana ogwo. Then what is going to happen is, after the land has absorbed the radiation from the sun, it is going to become hot, and it is going to make the air above the load to be hot, and the moment it is hot, it's going to become less dense. It's going to become less dense. So now we are having light traveling at angle greater than 0 from the sky, is therefore gradually bent away from the normal. When the angle of incidence exceeds the critical angle, automatically we know that total internal reflection has to take place. Then light begins to travel upwards towards the observer, just like I showed you, who sees what appears to be a pool of water on the ground, and so seeing the virtual image of the sky. So this is what I expected you to tell me for Mirage. So now part B, part Roman 2, they were asking how the other curved glass was able to make fire. For starters, a curved glass gye baali boogerako is a convex lens. So convex lens eyo walina ogikwata n'ogitunuza mu musana. After it is going to correct light rays from the sun, which is at infinity. Now these rays will be converged at the focal point of that lens, and remember, this glass was put at the focal point of that lens, just like you can see here in the diagram. The diagram shows everything. That is the lens faced towards the sun, which is at infinity. Rays coming from the sun parallel to the principal axis of the lens are going to be converged at F. That F is there where you are seeing the grass. And don't forget, they said that the F, the lens is at a distance of 20 centimeters from the grass. So this is all you had to tell me, that when the curved surface of the glass is directed towards the sun, the rays of light therefore come from an object at infinity, which is the sun, and so travel parallel to each other and strike the surface parallel and cross to the principal axis. So after refraction, a large intensity of the rays meet at the principal focus. I think I've talked about that. That is the F of the glass on the remote side, resulting in transformation of light to heat energy, consequently burning the glass. So that is the diagram. Now we want to clear the confusion which Majambele and the friend had. So Majambele, for starters, was had a blue shirt which had red spots. Then why is it that during night he had a black shirt which had yellow spots? We know that to get yellow is a combination of two colors, isn't it? Which is red and green. So we said that yellow is a combination of red and green. This means that Majambere's friend had a torch that which produced green light, so that at night, instead of red, when this guy switched on his torch, it brought or it gave out green light, which now combined with the red spots to get yellow. So when green light falls on blue, it is absorbed, hence producing black. And on falling on red, it produces a color addition, making red look yellow. So that's how Majambere ended up with yellow what? With yellow. Okay, comrades, now let us look at part D, because this is calculations and I can't just present the solutions. They want us to look at the power of the lens. From light, we know that power of lens equals to 1 over focal length of that lens, but the focal length should be in meters, and we can now say that power equals to 1 over f, but the f should be in what? In meters. Now from the question, they said that Majambere made fire, lit the grass when he had put this lens at a distance of 20 centimeters, which means that now the focal length was at 20 centimeters. Are we together? So now we need to convert this to what? We need to convert it to meters, which means that we have to F will be 20 out of 100. This one is going to give us 0.2 meters. Therefore, from there, we can now go back to our formula and say power equals to 1 out of 0.2. Therefore, power equals to 5 diopters. Power equals to 5 diopters. This is the solution that they wanted. Spots in his shirt. So for the power of the lens, I'm going to post a video. Here, but that is how they mark that. Okay, people, so now let us look at Roman 2 of part B. They want us to look at the to get the distance from the tree to where Majambere had the first explosion. That is very easy. We go to our equation from waves. We can say from waves, we know that velocity equals to 2d over t, but velocity equals to 330 meters per second. T equals to 1.80 seconds. Therefore, that will imply that for us to get what we want, we shall have to just plug into the formula d out of 1.8. So now d will be equivalent to 330 times 1.8 divided by 2. Then finally our distance will be 297 meters. So this is the distance from where Majambere had the first explosion. Then also for the distance, that is how they mark that.